Very good morning, all of you. Today we'll discuss the next part of the EFS. In that, we'll take an example. Last lesson, we already discussed about how to create a VFS and how to mount the NFS client using the EFS file system. EFS stands for Elastic File System, where we need to mount this EFS system on EC2 client by using NFS network file system. In that section, we need to install one package called as a NFS common on client. Make a note of that. Whenever we create any file using EFS system or EFS file system, afterwards, if you want to, or if you want to install, or if you want to mount this EFS file system on any client, in that case, it is mandatory to install NFS hyphen common file on each and every instance. Okay, after that we need to create one directory, and after that we will mount this NFS system, EFS system on the client. Now today we'll discuss about that. We'll take one example. So by using that, you will get the concept of EFS systems. Assume that just you have this EFS system FS EFS system. So that means just we have a centralized storage space. Yes, we have centralized storage space. Afterward, we will mount three instances EFS system, client 1, client 2, client 3. Mount these instances on the directory slash var dash var dash ww dash html. We will mount this EFS system in this folder slash var slash ww slash html. Okay. So what will happen? So assume that this one is a client 1, then it's a client 2, client 3, C1 client 1, C2 client 2, C3 client 3. We'll mount this three instances C1, C2, C3 on the EFS systems. We all know that the var folder, in the var www html folder, we have to launch the Apache web server, and afterwards, after launching this Apache web server on this same client, we will create a centralized storage for the EFS system. So इससे क्या होगा? C1, C2, C3, अगर ये तीनों को मैं इस centralized process पे launch करता हूँ या mount करता हूँ, in that case C1 भी changes कर सकता है वेबसाइट के, C2 भी changes कर सकता है, and C3 भी कर सकता है. Earlier, when we launched the web server on one instance, then only one instance is able to modify the content of website. But in that case, all three clients able to modify the content of website, because all three instances will be launched on the slash var slash www slash html folder. Okay, so for that we need to create the task. So first of all, we need to create the EFS. Afterward, we need to launch three instances. Afterward, we need to update these systems. After that, we need to install common files, NFS common files. Afterward, we need to install Apache web server, and after that, we can able to mount this system. So today we'll discuss about this task only, and afterward we will start the VPC day after tomorrow. So today you need to do the practice of these two tasks, last lesson task and today's task. Okay, so you will get the idea of EFS system, Elastic File System. Okay, let's start that. First of all, we create the EFS system. How we will create the EFS system? We all know that. Click on the services, click on the storage part, and after that, click on the EFS system. After that, I will use create file system. I will use by default settings only. I want to create a regional. I want to use a default VPC. So click on that, and here I will use my EFS system is S/CS. Click on that and create. Took some time to create that, and the disk is by default encrypted. Right now, it's trying to create. Right now, it is created by default size is a 6 KB. Okay, when we store the data, the size will always increase. Okay, because we are selecting the bus mode, so throughput will be increased as per the storage. Okay, so the first part is completed. Later on, we need to create instances. According to the diagram, EFS system is created. Now we need to launch these three instances. Let's do that. So click on the city instance. The word we need to click on launch instance. So in that section, we need to click on the Ubuntu operating system 16.04. That select the free tier. Click on that, use free operations. Next. Here we need to select 30 GB. At least we required 20 GB, but here we selected 30 GB. Click on the, so before that we need to launch three instances. So choose instance, configure, click on the again configure instances, and here we need to add three instances. Okay, we need to launch three instances. Click on the next 30 GB. So there is no need to specify the name right now because when we launch these instances, we'll add the name. Next, here it is important part for the configuration and security. Make a note of that. Do not create new security group. Instead of that, click only default security group. Here is a default. What is the reason? Because this EFS is created with default system. Okay, so this system is created with default system. अगर आपको default नहीं लेना है तो create करके आप फिर से यहाँ option choose कर सकते हैं. But right now we need to select the default only. Okay, so just click on that. Or if you want to select another security group, so क्या करना है आपको? Create file system. Click on the customize. Here assume that here my EFS system is a PSUE. On the next. See, in that case, if you don't want to wish to select by default IP, by default gateway, then in that case, instead of this, just remove it and add your IP. Okay, click on that, and instead of this, you need to select the default security gateway. See, new age is there, my web grip is there, web server is there, web is there, Pratik is there. So according to that, you need to select. Okay. So अगर आपको default नहीं select करना है तो we need to remove this, and afterwards we need to select, for example, new age is there. So I will select the new age. Again, I will remove this and I will use to select the new age. Okay, for first time I will suggest select only my default by default. So first time जब हम operation perform करते हैं तो by default ही select करो. So I will not create this. Right now we have created, so we'll launch this. So for that default VPC security group we need to select. In that section, checkout SSH is available, and this one is the IP address. We need to change this IP address, as well as we need to add the HTTP port number. Right now all traffic is available for the default group only, but for IP address only SSH is available. And we all know that if you want to host the website or if you want to access the website, it is a mandatory to use the port number 80. Okay, HTTP port number. So in that section, when we select the by default group, in that section, we need to change the IP address as well as we need to add the HTTP protocol. So when we launch these instances, we will do that. So click on the review and launch. Click on the launch, use existing key here, click on that, understand the risk and launch. Second task also completed. So these are the three servers. Here we will specify the name that this one is a C1, this one is a C2, this one is a C3. Client 1, client 2, client 3. Took some time. Before that, we need to change the security options, IP address, and we need to add the HTTP protocol. Where we need to add, click on the security, click on the your security group, click on the edit inbound rule, and in that section see 240.166. So when we click on that and select the my IP, the IP address will be changed. See, right now is a 97.223. So make a note of that. We need to access, if you want to access that website, it is a mandatory to select the option. Okay, it is mandatory to select the my IP option. So SSH तो कर लिया हमने, right? We need to add one more rule called as a HTTP protocol. Here we'll add the HTTP TCP/80. Who can access the website? If you want to make a public, then you can use anywhere. And if you don't want to use the public, so instead of that, I will use my IP. Instead of that, we will use my IP. Okay, depending on your concept. So make a note of that. Earlier, जब भी हम ये website host करते हैं तो ये my IP नहीं होना चाहिए. Here we need to use anywhere. Okay. See what is the reason behind that? Because जब भी आप website host करते हो तो उसे access करना पड़ेगा other user के लिए. So other user कब access कर सकते हैं जब anyone is protocol को. Here we need to select the anyone. अगर my IP करते हैं तो only one person, that is a जिसने भी वो बनाया वही person access कर सकता है. Otherwise no one can access that instance. So make a note of that. Whenever we choose the HTTP protocol, here we need to select anywhere. The words we need to save it. Now our is it I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we successfully three instances. Just check out, click on the instances. Now, all three instances are created successfully. C1, C2, C3. Just afterwards, we need to log into the system. So for that, we will use putty. Use public IP, copy and open putty. Now I will delete this line 2 options. Now enter the IP address, click on the data, enter username as Ubuntu, authentication key, you need to provide a private and PP key, click on the new, that selection as a C1. Save. Click on the C1 and try to open, accept the terms and condition, change the appearance setting, click on that, appearance, change the font size, by the terms and condition. So this instance is C1. Just check out the private IP address of C1, 10.290, 10.290, 10.229. Let's check out 10.229. So we successfully log in into the client 1. Okay. Similarly, we need to log in into this client 2, client 3, and client 1, client 2, client 3. So click on that. With that, here we need to click on corner side and click on new session, enter on the data to select it, save the session name as a C2. It's not mandatory, but just for the practice purpose, we select it. On that, similarly accept the terms and condition that we need to change the appearance settings. Or we need to increase the font size. Let's check out the IP address. This one is a C1 and this one is a C2. Here I will write. Let's check out the IP addresses for C2, 10.179. Let's check out 10.79. Okay, 179. We successfully logged into the client 2 terminal. Similarly, we need to log in for the third terminal also. Click on that. The copy. Open the putty. That create new session. The IP address. Click on the data. Enter username as a Ubuntu. Write the authentication key. That enter the session name. And we'll have seat. Right. Open the seat. Set. Change the appearance setting one more time. Increase the font size. See, we successfully log in into the system. So this 4.52 is there. C3 4.50. We successfully log in into the on client. So according to the diagram, we created the EFS system. After that, we launched the 3 clients. Now we need to update these systems, and after that, we need to install the NFS common files. If you want to mount this on EFS system, it is mandatory to install the NFS client. Okay, NFS common files. So afterward, we will launch the Apache 2 web server on these all 3 Apache web server on these all 3 web servers, and afterwards we'll mount EFS system on this folder. We all know that whenever we launch the web server on C1, C2, and C3, by default this path is created, and in that section there is a page called as index.html. Okay, so in that section C1 ने भी changes कर सकता है, C2 भी changes कर सकता है और C3 भी changes कर सकता है. So earlier when we host the web server, so only one EC2 instance can able to change the content of website. But right now by using AFS system, in that section, all 3 EC2 instance able to change or able to modify the content of website using centralized process system, centralized store system. Let's do that. First of all, we need to update all these 3 systems. So for that, we'll use sudo apt update. Why? It's mandatory to update the system. Similarly, we'll perform the same operation on C2 also. Sudo apt update. Why? Also, will perform same operation on third instance also. Sudo apt update. Why? All 3 instances will be updated one by one. We have these 3 instances. Check out whether first instance is created. Yes. So this 229 is C1. Afterward, we need to install NFS common files, and it is mandatory. या अगर आप इंस्टॉल नहीं करते हो तो वी कैनॉट एबल टू माउंट EFS सिस्टम ऑन sudo apt hyphen get install nfs hyphen common. So this command we need to execute it on each and every client side instances. Client side जितने भी instances है same mount करना mandatory. Click on that. Similarly, we need to perform same operation on another instance also. So this one is a C3. So here also we need to perform sudo apt hyphen get install nfs hyphen common and we'll do same installation also on this instance. This one is a C2. Sudo according to the IP address we can identify them. Sudo apt hyphen get install nfs hyphen common. Now we successfully installed this NFS option, NFS common libraries file on client 1, client 2 and client 3. So just clear all the pages. Check out. So this IP address is C2, this IP address is a C1 and this IP address is a C3. Okay. So after successfully installation हमने क्या किया है? Now we can able to mount the option. Okay. अब हम mount कर सकते हैं. But there is a problem. Okay. So कैसा problem है कि ये जो folder है /var/www/html ये apache 2 install करने के बाद में ही enable होता है. So if you want to check, then click on that. Just ls cd/var/w. Say when we enter into the run ls, so यहाँ आपको कहीं www नाम का फोल्डर दिखाई दे रहा है क्या? नहीं है. राइट नाउ बैकअप कैचे क्रैश लीव लोकल लॉक लॉग मेल ओपीटी रन स्नैप स्पूल एंड टेम्प इसके अंदर कहीं नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है. तो क्यों? बिकॉज अपैचे जब इंस्टॉल करते हो तो ही वो फोल्डर एनेबल होता है. तो हमारा टास्क क्या है कि ये फोल्डर सेंट्रलाइज प्रोसेस पे हमें ये तीनों को माउंट करना है. फॉर दैट पर्पज वी नीड टू इंस्टॉल द वेब सर्वर. ओके. सो हम तीनों के ऊपर वेब सर्वर इंस्टॉल करेंगे. Click it. For that we need to install on package sudo apt-get install apache 2-y time. So now successfully installed the Apache. Let's check out the service whether the Apache is executing on client 1. So for that just we need to use sudo service Apache 2. Enter the status. Let's check out. The service is activated already. That means we can able to access. Now just check out whether that folder is enabled. So cd/var. Now check out ls. See in that section www folder is available right now. ये www folder अब available हो गया. Okay. Earlier it was not showing this folder. Earlier जब हम use कर रहे थे ये folder नहीं दिखाई दे रहा. Let's do one more time. Open the second terminal. This one is a second. Let's enter cd/var. Check out ls whether www folder is available. Right now www folder is not available. What is the reason? Because we did not install the Apache web server on the client 2. So again we need to perform that operation sudo apt-get store Apache 2. install that. So now we successfully installed. Just check out cd/var whether that folder is available. SLS. See, www folder is right now available. Okay. So similarly, we can do same task on third number instance also. So when is the third number instance? So here use sudo apt-get install Apache. Out whether the folder is created /var. Let's check out ls. Right now the folder is created, successfully created. Okay, so now just 1 minute. Okay, so we successfully created the folder. That means we can able to launch the /var/www/html directory. अब यहाँ हम ये access कर सकते हैं. Okay. So now another task we need to mount. अब हमें इसे mount करना है. तो mount point create करने की यहाँ जरूरत नहीं है. What is the reason? Because this folder is already created. Okay. अब क्या करना है आपको EFS system पे जाना है. ये तीनों को एक ही डायरेक्टरी पे माउंट करना है. कहाँ करना है? /var/www/html. For that, use EFS. Click on the SYCSC. For that, click on the attach. Copy it on terminal 1 and paste it. So just we need to make a changes. So here instead of that EFS, we need to add /var/www/html. Okay. Here I will add /var/www/html/. Okay, so we need to mount this on /var/www/ check out. So we successfully mounted client 1 on /var/www/html. Again, we need to perform same operation for second number instance. EFS will use /var/www/html/. Did that. Again, we need to mount on third client also. Use instead of EFS/www/html/. We successfully mounted these three options. Okay, इसके अंदर हमने successfully mounted किया है. Right now अब क्या करना है? जो भी changes करना है आपको कहाँ जाके करना है? Because centralized storage कहाँ है? /var/www/html के अंदर. So जाओ cd/var/www/html. ls करके check करो. Right now we don't have any file and folder over here. Okay. तो आपको यहाँ index.html फाइल बनानी है. For that just mount -a sudo mount busy. Just trying to access the EC2 instance whether your server is executing. So copy this public IP and paste it on. Here I will use enter, copy that. So just see by default page is accessible. So So this page is accessible. So just click on another instance, click over here, copy it, enter it. We need to check whether that our instance is executing. See, this instance is executing, but the file is hosted. That's why here we get this such a type of message. So again, we need to check for the C3 also. Copy it and just enter. Post it over here. So we get the same message. Okay. So now we need to change the configuration. अब हमने तीनों के ऊपर अभी माउंट कर दिया है. Let's करके check करो we don't have any folder. So just first of all we need to select the path cd slash var slash www slash html. So we need to copy for that. ये हर जगह हमें copy करके रखना है. So open second instance, enter this, copy paste, enter third instance, shift insert, copy paste. सब आप देखोगे तो सभी के सभी का जो है फोल्डर वो अभी स्लैश वार स्लैश www स्लैश html ही होगा. C1 C2 एंड C3. So अब C1 के ऊपर है हम. So here we'll create the one file sudo nano index.html. If you want to create the PHP file, then we can able to create the PHP file. So अगर आप only index.php file की जगह आप just here I am trying to create one normal file sudo abcd and enter करते हो sudo nano abcd और उसके अंदर hi. This file is also applicable to this file is also visible on the server. So हमने एक file create किया है checkout. Here I remove that index.file. Yes, only one file is available, abcd. Let's check out cat and the name of file is abcd. See, hi, hello. Okay, so we can access this file on another instance also. Let's check out. Press ls only. Happen. Just 1 minute. cd slash var slash www slash html ls. File is not visible on this instance. Alas, this file is also not visible. Here is the dashboard. Just we are trying to access this instance. Let's check out. Click on the C1, copy the IP address. Let's check out whether the file is visible. Right now the file is visible. ABCD file is visible on C1. Let's check out for the C2. Click on the C2, copy the IP address. Trying to access this file. In that section, the file is not available. So that means there is a mount problem. The system is not mounted successfully. We need to remount it. Okay. So click on the EFS, attach, copy, open C2 terminal. So this one is the C2 terminal. Paste it, and instead of this, use slash var slash www slash html. The mount for is busy, already mounted बोल रहा है, busy or already mounted. Let's check out for the third instance over here. From that slash var slash www slash html. Check out. So this also already mounted. cd slash var slash www slash html. Check out ls cd plus cd those rm cd Now we don't have any file. So here is a 4.52. So just trying to create one normal file. Sudo nano xyz control o I control o enter control x प्रेस करके देखो rem sudo rem cdn now enter control x check out xyz is file created. Now we're trying to access this file on another. See there is a mount problem. ये mount problem हो गया है यहाँ बिकॉज हमने तीनों को माउंट कहाँ किया है सी यहाँ उबंटू के ऊपर हमने माउंट किया है स्लैश वेर स्लैश डब्ल्यू डब्ल्यू स्लैश एचटीएमएल के ऊपर बट ये सक्सेसफुली माउंट नहीं हुआ है इसे अनमाउंट करके हमें फिर से माउंट करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज यहाँ हमने फाइल कुछ भी क्रिएट किया अभी राइट नाउ हियर वी क्रिएटेड द फाइल ऑन द 4.52 दैट मीन्स क्लाइंट हमने फाइल क्रिएट किया है तो ये फाइल हमें क्लाइंट वन पे भी एक्सेस होना चाहिए यहाँ फाइल अवेलेबल नहीं है दैट मीन्स ये सक्सेसफुली माउंट नहीं हुआ है 1 मिनट just unmount it first of all we'll go to the root directory of every option so यहाँ हमें क्या करना है sudo mount slash var slash ww slash html see it's showing not mounted तो माउंट हुआ ही नहीं था इसकी वजह से ये प्रॉब्लम दिखाई दे रहा है ओके सो जस्ट यहाँ भी हम करते हैं परफॉर्म अनमाउंट slash var slash ww slash html it's also showing operation is not permitted that means here we need to use sudo यहाँ माउंट हुआ था अब इसकी थर्ड ऑप्शन में देखते हैं sudo slash unmount slash var slash हमारे सिस्टम्स माउंट नहीं है अभी राइट नाउ तो here we'll do the ls जस्ट एक बार हम पाथ चेक करते हैं स्लैश var डब्ल्यू स्लैश एच टी एम एल का प्रेस करके देखते हैं यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं जस्ट प्रेजेंट वर्किंग डायरेक्टरी स्लैश var स्लैश डब्ल्यू डब्ल्यू स्लैश एच टी एम एल हियर डू नॉट इंटर स्लैश आफ्टर द एच टी एम एल दैट्स वाई आई थिंक प्रॉब्लम हुआ था so, हमने माउंट के टाइम पे स्लैश var स्लैश डब्ल्यू डब्ल्यू स्लैश एच टी एम एल और स्लैश दिया था इसकी वजह से मे बी एरर आया था just 1 minute तो ये माउंट का प्रॉब्लम हुआ था. So let's check out. We'll mount one more time. On the, this is a client one. So go to the folder, click on that, and paste it here. So right now, this will use slash www slash html only. Okay, do not enter slash after html. Click on that. Successfully created this file. ls. Here we'll create for demo file mkdir c1. I am from client one, so that's why c1 folder is clear. Now for c2 also we need to use same thing. If is EFS restrict over here, I think there is a network issue. Let's check for the instance 3. It is also inactive. So it's showing the inactive. That means click on that. Start the session. Let's hit over here. Slash var slash www slash html. Do not use slash after the html. Right? Let's check out for the second option also. That yes. So this one is a C2 slash var slash www slash html. No file is visible. There is an instance issue. We have created the file on normal option. So just cd slash r slash w w folder in the HTML folder. Just press ls rm xyz sudo. Yes. Now here I want to create. See, this one is a C1. I want to create one file. So, or just I will create one directory mkdir C1 sudo. Now check out whether the directory is created. Yes, successfully created on slash var slash. Just trying to access the another option. So this one is a C2 cd slash var slash w slash var slash www slash html folder. Check out whether the C1 is accessible. Right now, C1 is accessible on this 179, that means client 2. So here I will create sudo dir C2. Now two files will be accessible, C1 and C2. Let's trying to access the C3, cd slash var slash www slash. Yes. Is there any network issue? I'm audible right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Maybe there is a network issue, so that's why it happened. So just we successfully mounted the EFS system. So let's check out on last third number instance. इसके ऊपर हम चेकआउट करके देखते हैं एक बार. Third number instance. Right now the put is inactive right now. So we need to restart the session for that. For a few seconds. डायग्राम के हिसाब से हमारे पास ये तीनों के तीनों इंस्टॉल हो गए, एनएफएस इंस्टॉल हो गया, माउंट हो गया. अब हम किसी के एक इंस्टेंस के अंदर चेंजेस करेंगे तो वेबसाइट पे दिखा देना चाहिए. राइट नाउ जस्ट रिस्टार्ट इट. Start the session. Start the session. There is a issue of IP address because मैंने इंटरनेट चेंज किया था. So for that purpose आपको यहाँ my IP चेंज करना पड़ेगा. Click on that, security group, edit inbound rule, and here the SSH. So here we need to change my IP. See IP address change हुआ था, इसकी वजह से वो पुट एक्सेस भी नहीं होगी. Now अब यहाँ एक्सेस हो जाएगा. Let's start the session. See we successfully log in. So हर इंस्टेंस को हमें ऐसे ही करना है. Start session. Again, one more time we'll restart the session. So we successfully log in. So now let's check out for the third instance 4.52 cd/var/ww/html. ls करके देखो, अब यहाँ C1 and C2 भी अवेलेबल है. Okay, what does it mean? कि हमारा माउंट सक्सेसफुली हुआ है. Now here we'll create one file sudo nano index.html. Enter here add file html/html. Here we need to use h1 h1/h1. Welcome to EFS system. Just Control O, enter, Control X. Now just trying to access the website. So here is my public IP. Click on the EC2 instance. From the EC2 instance, C1, copy the public IP, copy it, paste it over here. We get the message. So welcome to EFS system. Okay. Now check out for C2B only. C2 को भी हम check करेंगे. Copy we get the same message. Yeah. See, welcome to EFS. Now we'll check out for C3 also. So C3 को भी हम check करेंगे. Click on the copy and paste it over. See, we get same message. So by using this, we can implement such type of operations. So ये डायग्राम के हिसाब से हमने implement कर लिया है. तो आपको ये task perform करना है. Okay. So afterwards I will share this document. ये आपको document में share करता हूँ कि आपका कैसे implement करना है. And after that today you need to perform EFS operation. आज पूरा EFS करना है. Day after tomorrow we need to understand the concept of VPC. So if you have any query, let me know. We'll discuss about that and we'll close the session. Does anyone have query?
No, sir.
Take attendance. Okay, thank you. We'll close the session. Have a nice day. So today you need to perform the operation of EFS system. I will share the recorded video as early as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.